Hello and good evening everybody, welcome to Belgium once again. Last night it was Firmsy who took victory here, but tonight we have some tier 2 action for you. My co-commentator tonight is Mr. Lyons. How are you, sir?
I'm great, I'm fantastic, I'm excited for a nice, for a brilliant race on the Spa-Francorchamps, an iconic circuit that we have. We have some great drivers taking to the track.
Yeah, once again this tier 2 grid looks very competitive. There's a lot of early cars coming out, so I do wonder if the rain is coming.
Oh, there is a few drops, I think I've seen on the camera.
Everyone trying to get their laps in before the rain comes, and it looks like...
I think it's already came, I think it's a dash to the line. I think we're getting action right off the bat. Everybody's coming out of the garage.
So it's potentially like a one-shot qualifying format tonight. This could get a bit messy here.
Yeah,
a lot of people trying to fight for track position. If there's any faster guys behind some slower guys, it could get a bit dodgy.
If you look at Vaughn, he's only on his out lap, and it looks like he's already on his front lap. How he's tending it around the corners to get to that start line. Not even 2 minutes into qualifying, we already have some racing just going on with the boys trying to get to the line.
Yeah, so it's Hamilton still on the pits. I don't know if he just thought, he's just going to go do something quickly while the qualifying goes on, but he's going to lose out massively. So yeah, these guys have got to give themselves some space, otherwise
it's going to get very messy, especially going into the source. It's a very, very tight corner, very heavy braking, and even before that bus stop, if they're trying to get track position for their lap, might get a bit messy.
Yep, so I'm going to stay on board with Vaughn then. The first one across the line. Took victory last week in Mexico after a steward's review, which demoted Adam bound to P2. So here we go then. It is literally just a race in qualifying, it seems. No one given any space.
Myself on the line behind him there.
Gets wet, so Vaughn, in theory, should be one with the best position because he's got no dirty air.
But the slipstream down this straight here is crucial, can be mega, so we might see somebody in the pack get it, but Vaughn is going to have a nice strip of clean air to work himself here. He is keeping it fairly tight around the corners, no mistakes yet, as I've seen. Using the right amount of curbs, lifting where he needs to, not lifting where he doesn't need to. And like a very solid lap so far.
So we do see Hamilton out now. I realise what's happening.
He might have stuck his hand out of the garage and pulled it back in. It was wet, he realised.
So it doesn't look like anyone's lost it just yet. We'll quickly on the field to these invalidations. It looks like they're all on a lap. So no, this is going to be their one and only lap, most likely.
It looks like Vaughn is starting to lose a bit of traction on the corner, so I think the rain is starting to take effect.
It looks like we have a McLaren who's made a mistake. Not sure who that is.
And there's another McLaren gone as well.
Oh, it's Hasbro. It's Hasbro, unfortunately, looking to bounce back from last week. DNF, so Vaughn, here he comes, and a massive train behind him, so the order might change quite a lot. So Vaughn 44.7. Would it catch up, beats him?
Joel as well.
Jelly goes through.
Vaughn's slowly going out the order.
So some of these guys towards back did have some clean air. Rhino was one of them, he goes P3.
I think Vaughn might be trying to get in another lap. He does have the DRS on. He didn't lift Truro Rouge. I think he might be trying to get in as much laps as he can before the rain properly starts to bucket down.
Yep, so with Vaughn without the dirty air, there's only P8. He had the best advantage. Maybe the slipstream helped some of these guys. Hamilton's invalidate his lap, so he's going to have to go around and try and
not ideal, especially
Set
coming out
another-
late as well. It's not looking great for US Hamilton so far.
Just on board with Rhino there, just trying to get out of the way of all the traffic.
You have an
Here's
Alfa
Woody
Romeo
Ketchup,
into a stop.
currently on. Yeah, who is that? Looks like Poe had a little off. Yeah, look at Vaughan. He definitely going for another lap. Or he did, but he's looks like he's gone a lot slower.
Might have lifted off halfway, or the rain still could be taking effect. He's going back in. I think he was giving it another attempt anyway, but he might have just lost it on the end there.
If anyone goes for a second lap, it doesn't look like anyone going for it yet. Oh, Eric, just getting me one. Billy gets disqualified. So everyone back in the pits now. There's another little train. Killer Miller's at the front. Currently P5, that's good. Turn him. Isaac. I think that was Rhino coming in as well.
I think we might see
One
something
McLaren
similar
out.
to, I believe it was Canada, the last race of Tier 2 last season. Where the rain came in and everybody just retired from the session because, you're not going to get a better lap in, there's no point in just sitting around.
Yeah, so Hasbro is the only guy who went for another lap now after spinning on his first. We'll see how he fares in these conditions now. The track looks pretty wet to me. You can see some puddles forming. So I doubt this is going to be an improvement. Also, Hamilton decided to go straight back out on another set of softs.
Don't think it'll be worth it for him at this point. I think the rain's already well and truly established at this point, so I think he might just be wasting his time and wasting his softs.
Yeah, good evening, Frenchie, Fawns, Rob in the chat, Laves. Yeah, a few people messaging me about Discord being broken, so hopefully everybody knows what they're doing. A few people have the Discords, but at least the servers has gone down. So yeah, Hasbro comes in, not improved.
Ooh, everybody seems to be taking a chunk out of their of the wall coming into the pits. Very tough pit entry on a spot.
Apparently you're quite crackly, so I might start a new party. I'll try that, see if that works. Or did that trick work last time when you had a crackly mic with Pete? I think it's just a Twitch thing. We'll just stay in this party before we don't mess it all up.
Yeah,
so Hamilton, yeah,
bit of a
Tom him.
Entry as well.
Yeah, it's quite a dodgy one. It's like a little bump right in the exit, the entry. Sorry. See a car two lose their wing there.
Young Money out on the softs as well. I think that's a waste of soft tires. Would they? And Isaac as well out on the inters, I believe. Or was that the softs I saw? Oh, the softs as well. Well, they did that.
Poe's trying out the intermediates, but obviously not going to improve on that 45. I would not have imagined.
If he
Young
does,
Money
we
O's
should
to go
probably email the
on board with him now. Trying out the soft still, up Eau Rouge, big old lift and down to 7th as well. But DRS is now disabled, so he's just lost that DRS as he come to it. So definitely won't be improving now on that 47.2. Already 2 seconds down. Yeah, it's unlucky Hasbro. I saw you had a little spin.
He just got caught up in the traffic,
Really?
getting pressured from behind, and maybe took on a bit too much curb.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on one lap. So it does look like Mr. Woody Ketchup is on pole position.
Curbs here on Spa are very unforgiving. A lot of inside curbs you can spin on very easily, and it's those kind of corners where you need to take on just the right amount of curb, but too much, and you'll go around.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 or 11. I think it is. The curb there is just touch that, you're gone. But it does. We'll go on board with someone. Poland's one on that. On the intermediates. Just looking there, I think. Yeah, this will be Woody Ketchup's first pole position. Joel just behind, who got pole position last week in Mexico. And Rhino up there in P3, which is a decent lap.
Spectacular lap from Woody as well, considering he was in the pack, so it would have been tough just with no room in front of him, so you might not have the braking distance that you wanted, and just having the pressure of people behind you as well, so pretty good to get a 144.2, especially with the rain starting to come down as well.
Yeah, so we've got a few fast guys. Back at Finley, the champion, Tier 2 champion last season, is down on 15th. Hasbro, we know, is very quick. He spun. And Marsh tonight, he's making his 70-yard debut. Unfortunately, here he's starting from P19, and also Hamilton, who didn't manage to get a lap in because I'm not sure he was ready to go. But
I think he was present. Maybe he was just taking a gamble, hoping for the traffic to clear and have enough time to do a dry lap.
So John McGill out of the top 10, but all these guys will be on alternative strategy. Sure, there will be a safety car or two tonight, because last night we did see 4 safety cars. I think it's one of them tracks where the safety car will just come up for absolutely anything.
It is a tough track though, especially the infamous Eau Rouge, where there's one sweet spot that you can take the corner flat, and you have to find that. If you go too far to the left, you're going into the wall. Too far to the right, you're going to spin at the top of Radion and go into the wall. And speaking of spinning, Eric is on the sauce right now, and he has no grip out there. Yeah. He is getting very loose with the car.
Yeah, it's, not sure why, just wasting a set of softs here. Might need them later on in the race. We'll see if he spins. He's looking alright, to be fair.
So, it's not a terrible lap for softs in the wet, but it's kind of, you're just wasting a set of tyres just for the race, I guess. Like, yeah. I mean, if you do get a dry race or a dry patch in the race, then you'll need them.
Vaughan also coming out in the sauce. So I'm just wondering.
Unless a dry patch is on the way.
Yeah, unless it. Yeah, exactly. But Eric's gone 2/10 faster in his time.
Interesting. It might be dry. The track might be starting to dry up, but only 3 minutes left on the timer. So, is it going to be dry enough to put in another solid lap on the soft? Locking up there as well. DRS is enabled. The track is drying up.
Yeah. So I've never seen that before in a qualifying at least. So Eric goes up to P9, and maybe this qualifying session is not done and dusted just yet.
We might see a last-minute conga line coming out of the pits now, just everybody trying to get their laps in.
I've never seen that in qualifying that goes from dry to wet to dry again. In a short space of time. Here come
we have
the rest
of
the cars.
Of people coming out now.
So the one-shot qualifying just turned into a 2-shot qualifying, it looks like. Maybe Vaughan put a couple of laps of fuel in there. It goes for 2 laps maybe.
Trying to get some heat into the tyres there, but look, just before he heads into the scrap block. Oh, I think we're going to have a spinner at Hasbro's DNF that he's binned it on at the top of Radion.
It's very unlucky for Hasbro. Obviously, messed up his first run, got a second chance, but he will be starting at the back. So a lot of cars now coming out. I think if it's just drying up, it's still going to be a bit slippery out there. Maybe Hasbro went a bit too confident on his outlap.
I have thought there was more grip than available. Even Eau Rouge is still Eau Rouge, it takes the most talented drivers. And there goes another Ghost.
So Hounds won't take it. Yep, he's sliding about at Eau Rouge and he's kept his lap, but he's going to lose a bit of time there. He was really fighting the car up there, so still not very grippy up Eau Rouge.
Under normal circumstances,
second down
with a wet, sticky track, even last year, if you'll be on ice skates going up with Eau Rouge and through radio.
So Vaughan does have another lap of fuel on him. Can possibly go again. I can't see the timer. It's usually wrong for us spectators anyway.
According to the time sheet there.
So Joel on pole last week, now starting his lap. We'll see how he takes Eau Rouge.
Ooh, it's a bit twitchy on the steering wheel, going through the source and doesn't quite get the grip on the exit there.
So is he brave enough to take a flat? The rain has completely stopped now. And Joel struggled, he's invalidated. Behind him, who's at the Red Bull? Finley's invalidated. Young Money, here we go. Cutting it down in P17, he's going to improve this lap.
Solo joined by 6/10.
We have another casualty at Eau Rouge, just Poe this time.
Oh no.
Looks like. And the other Alfa Romeo spun.
Both Alfa Romeos. Oh no.
And I think that's another one. The red. You have a red one?
Yeah, is that Marsh?
Marsh? Yeah, Marsh. It's like a graveyard.
Radion has its list out and it's taken off names.
Vaughan this time takes it nicely. So he's on another lap. He's got round in time. So we're back on board Joel. Oh no, back on board Joel and he spun.
Commentators Chris coming out. We mentioned Eau Rouge to have Slippy can be in it. It takes 3 more cars and switch to Joel and he spins. It's not looking good.
Yeah, Carl's now taking it fairly comfortably. Unfortunately, John McGill, he's invalidated. Who's the next has to come up? Oh, it's Eric, he's lost it. And everyone bites the dust.
Oh, this qualifying has been everything.
Finley's done.
Oh, the Vaughan getting a bit,
get pole.
getting a bit slippy and slidey at the back of his Alpine.
He's counting down his time. It doesn't look like he's going to improve.
Still a very impressive P8 though from Vaughan.
So the pole sitter will be next across the line. He's down 1.5 seconds, so he is under threat. Hamilton hasn't set a time yet, and he's not gonna because he's invalidated.
Unlucky for me, ERS Hamilton. Wasn't quite as qualified.
See how Jerry does. He's slightly down his time. See how his sector 3 has been for him. Sector 3 is all straight pretty much. So I don't think he's going to improve. Oh, he does slightly goes P4. I think he'll agree that. Well, Bio's on good that bit. Oh, P3 for Bio.
P3. It's a P2 and P3 for the Ferraris.
And that looks like that is it. So Woody held on to his pole position his first lap. And then the 2 Ferrari just behind him. Bio he did finish second here last season, so he does like this track. Where's last season's winner Adam, down in P13 for him.
I think we have to wait on Rhino to retire. He's stuck in the pits. There we go. Perfect.
That's how that qualifying was. Haven't seen the qualifying like that before. Changing conditions throughout, but there we go. If you want to run down the grid.
Of course, so starting in pole, we have Woody Ketchup 71 with his first pole. Then we have the two Ferraris, Joel and Bio, starting P2 and P3. Then Rhino with a very impressive P4. F1 Jelly P5, Winnets P6, Killer Miller P7, Flyzet P8, Kays P9, Vaughn P10, Eric P11, Ghost P12, N26 P13, John McGill P14, Finley P15, Poe P16, Young Money P17, Hasbo P18, March P90 on his 7GR debut, and ERS Hamilton P20.
Yeah, so that is the grid order for today. Last week's winner down P10. There's a lot of fast guys at the back. This could
Be developed into a very interesting race. I think the qualifying has been a good tone setter from what it was. Just the absolute roller coaster that it was, from people rushing out, then taking it easy, then rushing back out for their quick lap.
Yeah, so it looks a bit overcast at the start of the race, so we could see once again the conditions change. If you want to get your race predictions in the chat, I'm gonna predict mine, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for a. It's just hard to predict on this grid. It's so competitive. I would say Bio's going to win this race. He did well last time at Spa.
I was actually going to say that myself. Bio, yeah, he is starting good, and he has his teammate Joe right alongside him. And Bio is a very strong driver. But you know, it is Spa. Anything can happen. It's a brilliant lap from Woody Ketchup in the traffic. So, but if I had to choose one, I'm going to choose Bio for this one.
Yeah, we do have someone ready up already. So,
unfortunate.
Probably my fault because I didn't put the time in the chat. Hasbro again, I think he'll grab a podium even though he's starting P18. I reckon he's one to watch from the back. And also, I reckon Ryder looks pretty good round here, P4. I go for his first podium. Some Young Money fans in the chat. Boland's going to win from P10, says Rob. So there's the tyres. So Finley, John McGill, and Ghost out of the top 10, starting on the softs. And see the top 10 on the softs, and then we've got these guys on the mediums. Will be on the alternative strategy. It is a one-stop round here usually. You can do a soft medium, even if the game tells you to do a two-stop if you try to do that. You can stretch out your set of softs.
That's without a safety car, but we don't know how many safety cars are going to get thrown at us in this race, so race strategy open to interpretation.
Yeah, but it is all going to be about strategy. Well, we're definitely going to have a safety car. If we don't have a safety car, we'll be very surprised.
Sure, I'll do actually. Me and I think it was Baku for the opener. No, it was the closing. It was the finale of Tier 1 last season. If everybody makes it through one lap, no, I'll say 2 laps because Spa isn't as bad as Baku. If everybody makes it through, you know, just to protect my money even more. 3 laps, completely clean. Everybody gets 10 quid. All our drivers get 10 quid.
Hope you're paying.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I think my money will be safe. Just I'm hoping that Eau Rouge is going to keep my money safe for me.
Yeah, I'm going to say your money is a bit safe there as well. Otherwise you'll be forking out £200.
Baku wasn't a gamble at the stretch because you know what Baku's like, especially just the tight corners and the mix of the high speed. So I think it was on the second corner where my wager got revoked for the yellow flag. So I think See, they might keep it clean, but we did have a few casualties in qualifying, so it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah, so Griffin's calling the safety car lap 1. Yeah, that's a good chat. What's your game of tag, Griffin? Did say you're racing tomorrow? But here we go then. US Hamilton is the last to line up. There we go, Tier 2, Round 2 for Belgium. And we are about to get underway, so we've got 3, 4, 5 red lights. And here we go, looks like Woody Ketchup's got a good start. So Aston Martin getting bogged down. I think that's Rhino, lost already down loads of positions. Crash already.
Already
Because
drama
of Alpine.
in the middle of the pack. Well, my money's safe.
Yeah, VSC already. That was a bit chaotic. I don't know who was Vaughan. It was the Alpine who crashed before the corner. Got Eric with no wing. But yeah, it's a messy start. Didn't expect it to happen before the corner. With the cookout, yes.
A few penalties on the time sheets already. I think that was just a bit of contact and the confusion at the start. I don't think it was anything too serious.
Yeah, it's very hard to avoid people who turn 1 and the safety car coming up straight away.
Would be Ketchup getting a brilliant start there, and you know he's not letting the 2 Ferraris intimidate him behind the captain position. I know it's a VSC, but still he got a good start off the line. But 2 teammates as well, and the Ferraris not giving each other leeway. I think they only racing each other throughout the whole race as well. I don't think either of them want to give track position.
Yeah, I think it was Rhino had that awful start from P4, which may have caused like the chain reaction through the field. They were trying to avoid it.
P12. It's like we're racing again.
Yeah, we are underway once again. So no full safety car. So yeah, John McGill's going for a move on Winnett's round the outside, and he gets that job done. Winnett's maybe has wing damage, I'm not too sure, but
looking like dropping back there, getting a bit of a dive on him there. So he is going to the pits, so he does have damage.
Something we went to 4C. Woody Ketchup fastest lap 1:59. Roundabout in the drive. So we have 3 Finley, Fizek and Winnett on lap 1 with Eric and Vaughan.
Might be a slipstream killer here for Ketchup going out down. It looks like he already has it. He's got to the outside. He's wheel to wheel. The ERS is on, and the Joe goes soaring past Woody Ketchup.
Yeah, he's burnt a lot of the rest there. Woody Ketchup decided not to really fight that. He's still got a full tank, so playing the long game, Woody Ketchup.
A bio under start from F1 Jelly behind him as well. Jelly's getting very aggressive. Looking like he was going to go for a dive there and going into the open garage, but didn't quite go for it.
Yeah, so the Alfa Romeo trying to make a move. I don't know who that was. That was Kays on Killer Miller, who went a bit wide there. It was Kays, and he's let the Mercedes of Ghost get through, but he's going to try and fight it.
Bit of contact there between Kays and Ghost. Manages to keep in check though.
Oh, we have a spinner. Woody Ketchup!
Oh no! Oh, that's heartbreaking for Woody Ketchup. After a brilliant start as well, keeping Joel in his sights, and he manages to spin. That is unfortunately. So he has heavy damage. Yeah,
obviously took too much curb and spun himself, I would have thought. Jelly gets past Ferrari Bio, or does he? Because Bio's going to try and fight back.
It did look like when I was watching Woody Ketchup there when Joel overtook him, he was going a bit wide on a few of the corners, so I think he might have had a bit of damage, but I'm not quite too sure. But that could have just accumulated into going into a curve too much and then obviously spinning around. Unfortunate to see anyways.
Yep, so I'm on board with Kilomura at the minute. He just had a little lift at El Rouge. Thought he might have overtaken Bio, but the DRS now enabled.
Like
Jelly
could
be on the front here.
It's going to go for it, it's going to go 3 wide. maybe Killer Miller was just a bit too playing the safe game.
Ghost is coming through here on the outside. Side by side to go. Killer Miller's got the inside line, and he wants to take that, or keep hold of that position.
Very thin racing from our drivers there.
And while this is happening, Joel has accumulated a 2.2 second lead. And so we have a spinner, El Rouge, and I think it's Fizek. It certainly is in the Aston Martin. Looks like Rhino's getting a bit close to Adam here. Adam on the mediums. Long race. We'll be patient. It's got to wait for DRS. Just wait for them easy passes. We have another spinner. I think
it was Finley, was it?
Marsh. Yeah, it's Marsh.
Unfortunate.
Not having the best debut.
Rhino's looking for a move on Adam, and he does have the space. The ERS is on going into the bus stop. He's going to have the outside line, but Adam is not going to sacrifice position just yet. Give each other plenty of room. Oh, there's a bit of contact, and Adam just manages to stay ahead.
Yeah, just a bit more patience from Rhino. I think he's gone class a tyre. He can get a good run at him, but he is in this DRS stream.
You actually have a very long train of cars going, and that's one thing forgot to mention.
Oh, Jelly's gone wide at El Rouge. And he's going to lose his P2.
Oh, unfortunately, Killer Miller having a brilliant start so far, and he overtakes Vito as well, up to P2.
Jelly did not have the DRS, and he's going to lose 3 positions, is he? He's going to try and hold this down the inside, but Ghost still side by side, these two. And it looks like Ghost is going to get through with the inside lines of Jelly from P2 down to P5 without mistake.
Fortunate for Jelly. Last thing, slipstream on spot is killer. Got straight after Randy on, and then the whole of sector 3. The slipstream is insane. It can catapult you right past the car in front, especially mixed with the ERS and the DRS.
Yep, this time it is Finley up. El Rouge has spun. Tier 2 champion. Also, spin at the back there's Kays, I think. Not sure how he's.
I think he took on a bit too much curb.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yes, that's yes, he spun there last night and collected me.
Oh, unfortunate. Well, yeah, as you said, those curbs as well, not forgiving whatsoever.
Yeah. And he's gonna let his teammate pass, or is he? He's gonna fight his teammate. No, he's gonna fight his teammate. Poe's used all his ERS already. So we'll go back to the front because oh, Jelly's maybe got some damage from that El Rouge incident. So he's in the pits.
Joel's lead is starting to get chipped away by Killer Miller, who is slowly closing the gap. So I think Killer Miller's going to be a very aggressive assault on Joel right now.
Yep. Joel's going to hope his teammate Bio is going to catch up. Try and help him win this race. Hasbro, who I said might get a podium, is up to P5 already on the medium tyres.
Really charged from the back from Hasbro. I just thought it was there as well. F1 Jelly, who just came out of the pits from his damage, has gone on that hard, so I think he will be playing the long game here.
Yep, you want to go to the end. Might as well. So on board with last season's winner, Adam, who's trying to hunt down Rhino. Rhino on the faster tyre.
See, last
these guys here, Adam. Yeah, last season's winner at this track.
Oh, I think they're like last season. That's I didn't want to call you out, but yeah, no, I think you went on spot last year. I thought you meant like the whole season, like Kelly's still here.
Definitely not having the best race. He's in the pits once again.
Unfortunately,
he's actually very close to being on the lap. So we'll go back to hang on, John McGill could be making a move on Kays.
Yeah, the space he
switched a lot of his ears. He goes down the inside.
Beautiful move from Junior McGill.
Kays into the pits, so probably didn't fight that much. damage for K's as well from that early incident, but we'll go back to the front. The DRS coming up. By still in range of Killer Miller. BKS Ghost is having a really good race as well.
Does have a penalty though. I think it was just that 5-second penalty at the start. Oh, Killer Miller and Bio getting wheel to wheel into the corner there, so getting very aggressive with each other. Killer might be at risk now from Ghost behind, just from fighting with Bio. And Ghost might be looking for the double overtake on both Bio and Killer Miller. Not quite.
Yeah, just trying to follow Killer Miller through there, but probably smartly to not go for it. Go for any risky moves just yet.
And Bio is at risk from Ghost. I think Ghost being very patient here, waiting for the take the scraps off. Oh, Killer Miller spins. No. That's one opponent out of the way for Ghost.
Yeah, that curve, just as soon as you touch it,
it takes you in. That's really
Ghost has to lift off again. He's got
Miller was on a stormer of a race, just a bit unlucky there on the curve.
Yeah, so yeah, Ghost has, he's playing it very patient. He's got so much more ERS than Bio. He should. Well, Bio into the pits.
Do you think he picked up a slight bit of damage maybe, or he just getting rid of these old stuffs? He did get very close with Killer Miller going into override.
Yeah, potentially damage. Quick look. There's no wing change, I thought. So just get rid of them. But he's going for the T-stop then, because I don't think these mediums are going to last that long.
Surely not. No, I think two-stopper is. See, he wasn't making a lot of mistakes. He was keeping it very clean, and his pace was strong. So I think he can afford that two-stopper.
Just flicked on board the has-been, and I thought he might have made an overtake here, but it looked like he made a mistake up El Rouge, but managed to keep it going. As he's still trying to hunt down Ryan. Marsh is our first DNF of the night, and it is up, that's halfway up El Rouge, it looks like. We'll have a look where he is. Oh, there we go, up top. Yeah, that's up El Rouge, and no safety car, straight up green flag.
Unlucky for Marsh, especially on his debut, but it's a tough track and it's a very tough corner to get right every time.
This is what I mean with the game just being so inconsistent. Every single crash last night was a safety car, and tonight we just got straight green flag. It just disappeared straight away.
I think Ketchup might have more damage. I was just watching Killer Miller in his battle, and Killer Miller scored right past him, and Killer Miller is bombing ahead of him, so I think, I'm not quite sure, but I think with the Ketchup might have picked up a bit more damage.
Yeah, I did see he left the session. I mean, it looks like he's back in his car now. And looks, I'm not too sure. It's going a bit wide, but yeah, Rhino coming to pits now. Get rid of them tyres. Kays is our next DNF. Where's he gone?
Oh, I think just on the start of sector 3, that a tough corner where I think it's where like the little cottages kind of, the wall can stick out almost onto the track, and a lot of grip through that corner as well.
Yeah, and that has brought out the full safety car, so these guys are back. Eric, Fizek and Finley will be very pleased to catch the pack back up again.
I think Joel's time would be now to go into the pits as softs are starting to get pretty old in the tooth now. I think I saw on the race strategy, I think the predicted strategy or the suggested strategy was to pit on lap 7 to 8 if you're on the soft, so it'll be interesting to see what Joel does now. Surely he should pit. Let's see.
Yeah, but it's a tough one to call at the minute, because you're at that point where the mediums maybe can go to the end, but you're going to risk it. You're going to risk the puncher, I think. If you go for the hards, you're going to be safe.
But you're losing a lot of pace and you're losing a lot of grip as well, especially on a track where grip is crucial, especially around these very slippy curves, and then of course up over Rouge. So
BKS has got a 5-second time penalty as well, which will probably get removed. I would have thought. He might lose a few positions because of it.
Oh,
Willie Ketchup, he left the session. So this is AI has decided to disqualify him.
that is really
There goes.
unfortunate.
He just joined back and now he's going to go up and disqualified.
That's tough. That really is tough.
That's very unlucky for Willie Ketchup. So here we go then. The front four pitted. So everyone is going to pit now. And what Jelly's going to do, he's on two lap old hards. Will he take the track position? Nope, he's coming into the pits. So Bio on the fresh mediums. Can he take the lead of this race, or is Joel going to come out in front?
Bit of a strange one for Effort Jelly to come into the pits on the hards. I thought he would have stayed with them, but
Adam's gone for another set of softs. He's definitely going to have to pit again.
oh, for sure,
But,
yeah.
don't know if that was a mistake, or maybe he's taking the gamble for another safety car, maybe.
Woody Ketchup as well, not too impressed in the Discord about his AI's strange tactics.
Yeah, that was a very strange one. So it is Joel from Hasbro from the back of the grid up into P2 now on the hard tyre. Adam will be on the attack straight away for these two fresh softs. You want to try and get as far ahead as possible and hope for another safety car, because I don't think these guys are going to be pitting again.
Do you reckon Joel's going to
as well.
push it to the end on the mediums?
I would go for it.
I mean, 13 lap, you're definitely going to find the limit on the tyres, but I think he can do it especially because you have 2 more laps under a safety car. I think he'll be able to. He's not burning too much tyre life.
I think I think the mediums will last, but I think they're going to be a bit shot at the end. So Hasbro, Hamilton and Young Money have played it safe, gone to the hards. Poor Woody Ketchup leaves us once again. His internet letting him down tonight. And his AI, his form picks up penalties. He's trying to catch up to the back of the pack. Look how far Finley's behind, how much time he's lost. I think he's pitted already, I want to say 3 times? Yeah, 3 times with Finley. Not had a good race today. Good evening, Act Flasher. Oh yeah, will he catch up? He's the quali merchant, he says.
The quali merchant, brilliant.
What happened? Would he just, for your first spin, just catch the curb, or something happened? Had a very good race up to that point. Very good qualifying. First pole position.
Finley's still a far stretch off the back, and speaking devil gets a 3-second time penalty.
Hamilton was coming again, so I wonder if he just maybe put the wrong tyre on. He wants he picked up some damage. Yeah, just change your tyre. Wants to be on the medium strategy. See if that pays off in the end. He might as well go for it. He's not lost any positions, or hardly any. Span on the curb and then he's disconnected. Unlucky Woody. So right, for safety car, we'll look at the penalties. They normally steer us to the end, but we'll have a quick look. Bio Ghost, John McGill. A few others picked up penalties. Hamilton and Finley both on 6 seconds already.
I think a few of them might have just been from the chaos at the start. I don't think it was anything intentional by any means.
No. So Joel, I think he finished P5 last week. He was on pole position. Yeah, P5 for Joel last week. I can't quite remember what happened in Mexico. It seemed like a very long time ago now. I know Adam crossed the line in first, but after steward review, after some contact underneath the safety car, Vaughan got his 5 seconds removed, and it was enough for him to take the win. And he's cutting down a P13, so, and the penalty.
Safety cars coming in now, so should get some exciting racing right off the line. You know, Joel out front on the mediums. I don't think he's going to be under threat from Haswell, but Adam on the softs. I think he's going to go for an early attack on Haswell and maybe try to get after Joel.
Yeah, as Joel backs up the pack and there's a bit of a collision somewhere. Killer Miller and Winnets. You say Adam will be the one to watch, and we'll stay on board with him for the first half a lap or so. See who goes on the attack right away.
Staying fairly calm behind Haswell while Haswell's trying to just push up slightly near Joel.
Yep, Joel's gone. And we are back underway. Looks like a decent start from the front two. Oh, the front three, and then there's a little bit of a gap back to Bio, who may have been caught napping.
He was on slightly older tyres as well, only a few laps older, but that does make a slight difference as well, especially with corner exit. I don't think Adam is exactly where he wants to be right now in regards to Haswell, but Haswell goes really wide over a rouge there and picks up the time penalty.
Maybe some hard tyres, maybe trying to he doesn't want to lose too much time fighting Adam behind. Adam should have the huge pace advantage on them soft tyres.
I think that goes both ways as well. I don't think Adam's going to want to be stuck behind Haswell for long when he knows that he has the faster tyres than Joel.
Yeah, probably about. Well, the soft tyre does not last very long around here.
Especially those long sweeping corners, you're going to be tearing your tyres apart. Seems Adam is right on the back of Haswell though.
Yeah. Really right on the back. We'll have a quick look back for the field. Poe, Young Money and Jelly in a little battle here. We have a yellow flag at the back.
I think there was another spinner
again
in the middle of sector 2. The ERS is on for Adam and he goes past Haswell into Stravelo.
Vaughan, spinner at the back. His night gets even worse.
Haswell, I think, might be looking for a move on Adam. He doesn't quite have the room. I don't think he does. He doesn't have the grip anyway, and Adam just manages to stay ahead.
That really looked like Haswell's going to run to the back of him there.
It really did. I think he was
outside,
getting a very greedy on the corner there, but I don't think the hards are going to give him the grip that he wanted to make the move stick.
And now he'll be trying to close that 2-second gap that Joel's already made.
The gap is already closing extremely quick. He's starting to chew through that gap already, but that really isn't going to last long on those soft tyres.
Yeah, Joel's gone for the early push. He's already used 50% of his ERS to try and create that gap. And we have Jelly overtaking Young Money here, up into P8. I don't know if you saw the incident last week with Young Money and Bio. Was a massive crash.
I don't think I was lucky enough to catch it, but I did see it. I did see a bit of a commotion in the group chat or the Discord room. So.
Yeah, a huge crash which involved Bio. Oh no, Ghost has spun. As I was just about to say.
Oh no,
unfortunate him as well.
And Puhan as well. Puhan a very tough corner to master.
Looked to me to just maybe touch the brakes and his rear just locked up, his rear just spat out, but luckily no damage. He's got to be careful because he's going to have a little bit warmer tyre here.
Adam is chasing Gerald to the max. He is almost under a second now in less than a lap. Spectacular charge from Adam, and his ERS isn't looking too great, but it's not too empty, so He's on for a good pass here on Joel if he manages to chase him close enough behind the coming sector here at Eau Rouge.
Fastest lap as well, and the DRS is unable this lap, I believe, or is it next lap?
I didn't see it pop up there. It could be next lap. I could be wrong as well. There was the fastest lap did pop up as well, so I could have blocked it. But we'll see now as Adam is less than a second behind Joel. The DRS is enabled.
There it is.
He does get it.
It's quite far back.
It's quite far back,
So
and Joel is trying to break the clouds. So. I think that's a smart move from Adam there, not to use the ERS, just because he knows he's not in range, and just save it for an attack when he's a lot closer.
Just play it patient, just make Joel use his ERS to defend, and there's some contact here with Ghost and Eric, and Eric's spun round and retired on track. Yeah.
Unfortunate. It's one of those corners where you're coming out with a long straight, you're trying to keep your position from somebody behind, and you don't want to give them a whole lot of room, and sometimes contact can just happen.
Yeah, it's a straight rage quit for Eric, I think.
Oh, and Finley appears to be doing donuts at the exit of Eau Rouge, or over Belgium, excuse me. I think he went around again.
He's not having a very good race, Finley. As we have another spinner, looks like John McGill's lost his wing.
Adam's now less than 3/10 behind Joel. The ERS still isn't on, but he is getting a nice slipstream. He's into the bus stop. He was taking a peek at the inside for a second, but he's been very patient with this attack on Joel.
Yeah, this is what he needs to do, just be patient. The race isn't won just yet on these few laps.
I think we might see it here. This slipstream that is going to get all the way down to, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe corners Blanchemont. Not the corner after the straight anyway, let's just call it, not too fresh on my Eau Rouge corners. But he is getting a massive boost here on Joel. The slipstream, the ERS and the DRS, he is going to have the space. Joel give him the room. Not quite, he is being very, he is right on the back of Joel though. He try it again, not really. But it was looking very good there for Adam, but you know, he's not going to take the risk. There's still plenty of laps to go, especially on a danger track with Spa. You don't want to take anything too dodgy.
Yeah, and already a 3-second gap to Bio as well to think about, under no threat. So it's just them two out on their own at the minute. Hasbro keeping in the DRS, which is what he needs with them hard tyres.
I think we have a DNF.
John McGill.
Yeah, but the Eau Rouge. No safety car.
Could be a safety car.
Oh, the Cody's inconsistency coming back in
again,
clutch.
Yeah. Looks like it is. So 2 crashes, no safety car. Or 3 crashes, 1 safety car. Compared to last night, we had safety car every time.
Oh, Joel getting a bit on the grass there. He does lose a bit of time to Adam behind. Adam's going to get another attempt up here after Radion.
So Rhino might be eyeing up Asbo as well, trying to get past in these faster tyres.
Adam is about a tenth quicker now, or 10 closer to Joel now, so he might have the just the right amount of room to get past Joel here coming up onto the straight.
It looks like he's having some decent ERS as well, and he's got a very good run.
Very flat Rouge. It looks like Joel can't do a whole lot here. He goes flying past Joel. Adam is up into P1.
And that is how you do it. Just to play the patient game. Just wait for your opportunity.
Patience is key, as you said.
Easy pass.
It's as you said a million times. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So you know you just have to be patient and stay with it.
It's no risk, easy pass up to P1. Could have made a late dive earlier on, but
Adam, one of our few drivers this race without a penalty, so that's going to come in very handy. Especially he will need to pit again. There is 6 laps left, and he's still on the soft. So a lot of drivers on penalties. I think if he gets a good gap to Joel, he could be a bit of a race win here potentially.
yeah, But Adam does need a safety car if he wants any chance that it could come now, because we have another yellow flag. It's Hamilton.
Not quite a DNF.
Bit of his
He
wing.
lost his wing, yeah. Lost an end plate.
Seen quite a few drivers. The same corner lose it there.
Adam's starting to lose a bit of grip on those softs. You can see on the exit of bus stop. So I think Joel might be on the attack again.
Yeah, he sticks close. He's going to have a nice run. The DRS. Already very close. So Joel's has got some good straight line speed in his setup, it seems. Wasn't using any ERS there, and he was gaining a lot. So
that exit out of Radion would be killer. You get such a slingshot out of the slipstream, especially after your ERS on. It's insane what you can, the moves you can get done out of Radion.
Yeah, we have lost Hamilton. I think he's retired in the pit lane. Unfortunate. After that spin, called it a night. Yeah. So back for the battle of the P3, where Hasbo and Rhino. Looks like Hasbo's just struggling to keep up now with Bio's pace and them hard tyres. Bio he's pushing, he's got no ERS hardly, which is going to allow Hasbo to keep up, I think.
And Hasbo just runs a bit wide. Another penalty.
Yeah, Rhino's in a great position here, no penalties for him, and he's on the back of Bio and Hasbo.
And a nice
could potentially see Rhino pick up his first podium here.
Very, very close to Hasbo. Hasbo going to give him the room at the bus stop. Just about. I think Hasbo runs a bit wide. Oh, nearly a spin from Rhino, but just manages to keep the car on track. That's a very good save from Rhino.
Yep, you see them soft tyres look like they're dying on Adam because he's struggling to keep in that DRS. You have to use a lot of his DRS there to catch up to make sure he is in there.
He is, yeah, and under safety car, Joel pit after 7 laps on the sauce, and I think that was the recommended strategy. So I think if Adam wants to still get a good points finish, he needs to pit very soon.
Well, with 4 laps to go, I think Adam is going to try and go to the end of these softs.
That is a... Oh, he's
4 laps to go, 5 laps to go.
Puncher. That is going to be extremely dangerous.
This is a gamble he's going to take. I think he's hoping for another safety car, which still could come. But I think it's too late for now for Adam, because if there is a safety car now, I would imagine all these guys are going to stay out anyway.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just looking through the order. I can't imagine a lot of people pitting. They do seem to be on the.
Oh, Bio as another victim of that corner.
Oh no, that's unfortunate as well. Bio was having such a brilliant race. Oh, Ferrari's on a good race, and that's just a bit of unluckiness on that curve again.
So I think he made a mistake there, but he's now into the points. On track at least, anyway. He's got a penalty. Killer Miller's behind him on fresh soft tyres. Looking to set that fastest lap of the race and potentially get into the points. So once again, Adam. Oh, is he in the DRS? Did he catch the detection zone? I think he missed it by a millisecond. He did. No DRS this time for Adam, and that's
unfortunately he's just going to slip away from him. Joel is now.
They've both used all their ERS. Looks like Joel won that little battle. Rhino's completely empty. Rhino just plays this very patiently. He will be on the podium. We've just got to follow Hasbo around now.
And fastest lap from Killer Miller as well, still in the late charge.
Yeah, he is on the back of Finley now. Ready to pounce. Fire picks up a penalty. as well. So here comes Killer Miller. I think it's going to be a very late move if he does go for one. Nah, he's nowhere near. Killer Miller does like a late move down the inside, but not that late.
It's a very, very dangerous corner to go on a late move because you're trying to hook the apex on the exit. So
here he goes down the inside of Finley, and Finley tries to switch back. Looks like Killer Miller just so much more grip.
Oh, Finley spins a bit on, he picks up a bit of damage on the exit there. Just loses the grip on the rear. There has to be some front wing damage. Can't see any.
Wide there.
Cody's not showing us full damage models, but he did get a good smack off the wall.
Some Winnets of a little spin as well. Still going. But now Joel just seems very much in control now with Adam's tyres dying on him.
And Rhino's still in striking distance of Hasbro, so I think we might see an overtake here on Rhino, or on Hasbro even, excuse me. Looking like it, yes, the DRS on, the DRS is on. Goes flying past Hasbro, and Hasbro on the slower tyre there.
Yeah, but Adam's still... Where we go, Poe has a tyre, is that in the pit lane? It's near the pit lane.
Oh,
and we have a safety car.
Perfect for Adam, exactly what he wanted.
Yeah, to save them tyres a bit longer. There's no point pitting now for any of these guys. But Adam and Rhino, no penalties to these two. Could even see a Rhino win, maybe. He's going to be faster than Adam on them tyres, and he's got no penalty. So he just stays within 3 seconds of Joel. He could potentially win.
It's looking like a very, very strong race for Rhino. You know, he's stayed out of trouble. He's done some beautiful overtakes. It's just been a solid drive from Rhino. Can't no complaints. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this would be his first podium in the 7GR, correct?
I think so. We'll double check. And it looks like we lost Finley as well. It looks like he retired in the pit lane or something. And then, unfortunate, the safety car decided to come out. Yep, no podium.
Oh, Joel goes into the pits as well.
And Adam. So now Rhino is going to stay out.
I was expecting Adam because on the tyres, but Joel is very he's gone into the sauce, is he? He surely has to go into the sauce. Yeah, he's on the sauce, but are they scrubbed from qualifying?
Well, I was about to say they're throwing away the win, but because everyone else pitted them behind them, I think they've got away with one
lap of racing. I think Joel can think that he can chase Rhino on the old mediums with the fresh sauce, but like, he has a time penalty as well. So I think Joel's hoping to go on a very strong charge on the 1 lap of racing that we should get. So be a very strange strategy from Joel there, but I don't know. I can't even justify that, to be honest.
I can maybe understand Adam going in because he had done really old sauce, but probably getting onto borderline puncher territory. Joel, and I'm surprised all these guys pitted, to be fair. I think Joel and Adam may have got away with one here.
Adam's in brilliant position now as well because he has no time penalty. He's on fresh sauce, and Rhino's on the old medium. So I think if Adam can clear Joel, or if Joel can clear Rhino, and then just leave Rhino and Adam could get on to the P2 or even a win here. But
it's going to be very interesting the last few laps.
Very true. As I said, Rhino did have a solid race, so he could manage to keep Joel behind him, but it's going to be very tough on those old mediums, especially when you have a driver like Joel and some fresh sauce. But only 1 lap of racing we should get, so it'll be very tough.
Yeah, it's going to be an aggressive start from Joel, because you have to get past Rhino as soon as possible and just build that gap if he wants to win this race. He'll be pumping that ARS straight away, and there we go. The safety car is already coming in. Winnets is not caught up. Vaughan's going to catch
Two
up, I
laps
think.
there, so then. Contact at the back.
Somewhere. Yeah. So Rhino has a lot of pressure on Rhino to.
It's gonna be. I
been
can't imagine it lasting too long for Rhino, but I don't know, we'll see.
Has not been in this position before, in this league at least. So here we go then. Rhino will lead the last few laps. He's a bit silly on the exit.
He has no grip immediately. The ERS is already on for Joel, and he's going to have to move already done in the first corner into the source.
5 seconds retired in the pit lane.
And Adam's going for it as well on Rhino. Adam, he's getting squeezed a bit in the inside because they're very thin part of track, but he's going to get the beautiful slipstream out of our rouge here. DRS back on. He's going to have no DRS though.
Yeah, Hasbro as well on the attack of Adam. He's going to get involved here.
It's going to be a very brave dive from somebody into this corner. Oh, and Hasbro's going for it.
Hasbro leaves the room.
Bit of contact there. Doesn't quite have it done. F1 Jelly also in the scrap here as well, looking to maybe make a move on Hasbro if he makes a mistake with Adam.
Well, last night we had a lot of tier 1 drama on the last lap, lots of spins. I think at least 4 people spun, including myself, and that's a brave move there from Jelly. Sort of knocks Hasbro out of the way there.
And Hasbro coming right back out, looking for a move up the inside, and he gets it done.
Ah, nice.
Let's go a bit wide though. Just manages to keep Jelly behind him. Adam is all over the back of Ryan, and I think he might have it done on the next straight if he does have the ERS done properly. He's looking for it.
I know what he's doing. Adam just needs to get past that.
He needs to try something brave here into full stop. He does have the pace for it. Oh, just manages to avoid Rhino there at the back of his car. Has the move done into full stop.
Squeaks past Aston Martin there.
That was very close. That nearly shaved his front wing off there.
Very key moment in this race. Hasbro is going to line up Rhino now as well.
Go for a deep dive into the source. Pushing Rhino a bit wide.
Banging.
A bit of room. Rhino losing position to F1 Jelly as well.
Power these fresh softs. Rhino just sticks with them. He needs that DRS activated. No DRS for the rest of the race. We're on the final lap.
Is this it's a 3-second penalty for Joel, if I'm not mistaken, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So Adam needs to stay perfect on this lap, and this is going to be Adam's race win.
So Young Money's going to line up the Rhino next. He's dropping down the field, but again, Rhino just keeps it calm and composed. He's going to pick up a few positions still.
Jelly picks up
another Mercedes next in line. On the mediums.
Adam is keeping it fairly clinical. He is staying a nice distance away from those curves. He knows what those curves can do. He's also staying right behind Joel as much as he needs to stay behind him.
Yeah, just the classic example of how well Adams drove today. Just so patient, kept it clean.
It really was. It was a spectacular drive from Adam and Rhino. Just Adam's patience through his overtakes and his racing. Well, it was impeccable. It was almost flawless. Just like he wasn't taking too much risk. He was staying out of trouble. And that is a race win for N26 Adam.
Yeah, and Rhino on the podium. Well done,
Perfect.
Rhino. That's a great result for Rhino there.
14 lap old meetings. That was a tough drive for Rhino.
It really was. He took the gamble staying out with everyone else coming in, and it's paid off for him. But Adam completes the Belgian double with 2 races out of 2 for Adam at this track. Joel, yeah, I think he'll be pleased with a P2, Joel, but honestly, it'll be a little bit disappointing not to grab the win through the penalties. Miller will be the last. Oh, the finishers.
So some strong team team finishes here as well with Williams, McLaren, and Ferrari getting some double points finishes. So I think the constructors' battle is going to be very interesting as well this season.
Yeah, we saw a double podium from Williams last week, and we have with Adam and Jilly finishing P2 and 3.
I haven't seen that celebration before. That's interesting.
Right then, would you like to do the honours of running down the grid order for us?
So your race winner today in Spa is Adam, picking up his second race win at Spa. P2 Joel after a dominant finish but just couldn't quite get it done. Then Rhino, after a strong push on some 14-0 lap mediums, picks up P3 and his first podium in 7GR racing. Young Money P4, F1 Jelly P5, Hasbro P6 after a strong charge from the back. P7 is Bio after a bit of unluckiness on a few of the curbs. In P8 we have Ghost, P9 we have Winnets, P10 we have Vaughn, P11 we have Killer Miller, P12 we have Fizak, P13 Finley after getting a bit unlucky on a few of the curbs as well. P14 Poe, P15 Hamilton, P16 J.R. McGill, P17 Eric, P18 Woody Kedriff after a brilliant pole position just can't get it done and does pick up a bit of few accidents and got caught up in a bit of a mess as well on the curbs. And P19 K's P20 SLO Marsh on his 7GR debut.
Yep, so there we go. Adam is your winner for tonight, and I believe he'll be taking the lead of the Drivers' Championship with Vaughan only managing a point today, last week's winner. But that was a really good race, I thought. I'd say driver of the day for me is, well, there's a lot of driver of the day contenders with Hasbro, Adam, but I'm really impressed with Ryan today. Even though he started on the grid P4, but it's just, yeah, his first podium.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. It has to be Rhino, just like a strong push at the end. He did manage, I know he did lose a few positions on the end there, and he got it back with penalties. But to defend like he did on 14-0 lap mediums was brilliant, and to pick up his first 7GR podium as well, of course. Like, I don't think he could have put on a better performance to pick up his first podium in this league.
Yeah, that was a lot of pressure on Rhino for that last few laps, and kept it very composed, I thought. But yeah, that is the end of this stream. Tomorrow we have Baku, which is a
completely clean track,
a messy one.
No safety cars, none.
Very messy one for Tier 3 tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be a good one. But unfortunately, safety car does like good old drive around there. So we'll catch you same time tomorrow then for Tier 3 at Baku. And then back on Tuesday for Tier 1 at France, and I believe and then Tier 2 will be at Baku for next week.
Baku double header.
Yep. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you later. Goodbye.